Anyway, going back about Curaleaf. So I I got to Sapphire Clint. I said to him, you know, they're pushing me back and forth. You know, the Curaleaf are pushing me back to you and back and forth. I actually want to get my products back. I've had none of my medication for them 3 weeks, and I said, you know, I've suffered for 3 weeks. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not been easy for me as it is, and in the end, because I said the product was contaminated. Anyway, I've done that so many times with contamination. You know the situation from the previous videos I've got on the YouTube on here. Anyway, so eventually Curaleaf spoke to the manager. The manager investigated in Chiron. Chiron themselves said our products are the finest quality. So they then said our products are the finest quality. And I said, look, I'm not being funny. You radiate the weed, yeah. It's like, I'm not being rude, but like, if you've done good weed, you need to radiate and drop your terpenes by 36 cents. But you need to do that. But then if you do that, everyone's going to suffer, not just me. Oh, we can give you 25% of your money back at a 300 a pound. I'm thinking, well, what is that, like 50, 60 quid? They were like, yes. I was like, well, so what's the other option? They said you could have a pot, or if you don't have a pot, you could have 50, 60 quid. So I'll lose. So I'll either get 80, 90 pound pot or get for 50, 60 pounds. So I had no choice but to take the pot. And if I took the 40 to 60 pound, I like, you know what I mean? I would have wait. They said that you have to wait 14 days for a refund. So I've had to suffer as well. So now I've got to go back to Sapphire Clinic, see what they're going to do about it. Because so as far as I'm aware, they hired the guys. But at the same time, I'm not getting conversation from my suffering, from my depression that I suffered even worse due to the situation. I know I have post-traumatic stress disorder, but it's been really bad, a lot worse, because I haven't had my medication due to the mistake of Curaleaf. But Sapphire Medical hired him, so I want to know what they're going to do. Well, what's the situation again? But as far as I'm aware, they're going to send me a 10-gram pot of Chiron. That's all they can offer me, Curaleaf. That's what they're saying. So I've got that coming out, 10G of Chiron. But at the same time, if the terpenes are really bad still and I haven't fixed that problem, I could be getting contaminated product again. So it's not really a win-win really there. But I don't know. At least I'll get a free 10-gram pot, I guess. But like, really, I would prefer the refund of all my money back. That would be better. But like they said, they've gone to Car and they said they're the finest quality products. But someone who's experienced in it, you know what I mean, and can tell the differences, like, and has explained their mistakes and what they need to fix on it, because I could tell that, you know, like, they just didn't listen really. They just go by, oh yeah, they said it's the finest quality, yep, that's all good, but yet they radiate it and ruin their weed. But that's cool though, you know. So I don't know, if they radiate certain weeds, it takes out too much of the terpenes, which drops its therapeutic values. They know all this, but they're just going to keep doing it anyway. So they're going to send me a pot. My pharmacies, luckily my Sapphire Clinics swapped me over to another pharmacy now, because I don't have to deal with the contaminated weeds no more. But the only offer they could do is offer me more contaminated weed for free, basically, and that's basically what they've done, and that is not very good. So I've changed pharmacy. I've lost out a lot of money, a month's worth of meds, but I'm on Valium at the moment and a few other meds. The docs give me emergency meds until I get my actual medication back again, which I appreciate the doctor for giving me the Valium and bits to keep me kind of calm, especially living next to a park, you know what I mean, and kids playing. And it's not that, you know, with my son's situation, being put into temporary care and living right next to a park where kids play, or young kids play loudly, it's like, you know, runs through my head, and it's like, I wish I could take my son there. Anyway, going back to Curaleaf. Even though I'm on the Valium, you still love your kids. You can't take that away from your heart, you know. But anyway, with Curaleaf, yeah, I'm basically leaving them and going with another pharmacy. I'm getting some new prescription, LA Confidential, which is from another pharmacy, completely altogether, and it should be better, but the price is a bit more. But it's for me, I guess. So let's see how this new pharmacy goes. I guess when I get paid next, I guess I'll be able to check this out, but in smaller doses this time, just in case it's contaminated, so I can check it out rather than putting too much money in. Put a small amount in, like, you know, until I know it's right, and then I'll buy my full medication. But either way, cut it short, Sapphire are quite reasonable people that work with me. Curaleaf sort of do, but they be very angry when they don't get their way, I guess. And when you try and defend yourself, saying that I solve your problem, it's the terpene drop, and it's not enough for them. You know, I said to them, we can go to their place and spot it and point it all out to them what's wrong, but it's not enough. You know, like, you know, there's no more that I can do than that, really. So they want to keep radiating their products with gamma radiation, which is called irradiating weed, to prevent the mold and flies. But really, why don't you just get fans on both ends and use a filter to prevent mold and prevent flies, and give it the right humidity in the tents, and when you dry and cool it, just you can let it dry out naturally, and then, you know, cure it and do it the proper way, But you don't want to do that, so you just want to be lazy and throw in an irrigator and expect everyone to be cool with that. But half the products are going to be very contaminated. Some might be okay, but half of them are going to be contaminated, man. So I'm glad I left Curaleaf. But yeah, 10 gram pot of Chiron they're offering me basically, or 25% of my money back. I've had to take the Chiron. It was either a choice of that or 50 quid, and I would have lost like 98 to 100 pounds worth of bits. Yeah, so like I had no choice to take the one pot instead of 4 pots, what they owe me, really. But yeah, so it kind of wasn't solved. They just kind of threw me a pot and like said, yeah, I'll tell you what, just do that. It's like, shh, have a pot, don't say nothing, here's 10 grams, we'll just send you that, and everything's done. No, it's not really, because I've lost out about 4 pots, which is quite reasonably a lot of money, and I've suffered for nearly a month. So I really should be getting compensation and stuff for my suffering as well, but no, nothing. Just here's a 10 gram pot, take that and shush. And to be honest with you, it felt that way basically. Like I lost out all in total with Curaleaf, so I would not buy products from them again, I ain't gonna lie, because just in case it happens again, yeah, like you contaminated weed, and they won't give you refunds. They say it's the finest quality, and you kind of, you know, you end up ill, or you end up, you know, needing more. You need to find or buy medication, and it'll like go to your doctors. I mean, it's unfair, you know. So to be honest with you, Curaleaf, I give them a 0. But I want to check out this new pharmacy. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm sure my pharmacy, Sapphire clinic, will update me on that. They're quite good people. I mean, they've worked with me with my ADHD flare-ups and downs, and I respect them for that. So they are quite good people, and that they try and resolve things. They get stuck. I've spoke to managers, but no one's perfect. But they've resolved it, and they always have done, you know. So I appreciate Sapphire clinic, and I'm glad they've changed my pharmacy to someone else rather than Curaleaf. This is Bobby, over and out. Peace. Valium's doing its job, but yeah, please, peace.